But we are back. As you guys can clearly see, we ended up getting a Froakie outbreak. Amazing, I know. And you know what that means. I'm gonna suffer trying to find a frog that barely looks any different. While I run into some eggs. But how are you doing, Ridley? How you doing? How you doing? How's your day been going? Tomorrow we are gonna be doing some Pokemon Unite, guys. And then Thursday we're gonna probably do some more Dynamax Adventures. Fridays is obviously just gonna be some Fortnite. Are they down there or are they up here? Oh, they're up here. Okay. I gotta switch some Pokemon out. Alright, I gotta quickly... Sorry, I'm just quickly searching up so I remember what shiny Froakie looks like. Alright, it's very pale, so we know that. Not good, not feeling good, you're feeling a bit sick. That sucks, Ridley. I still have a sore throat, so I sound very weird to a lot of people. I need to revive this thing, so we're gonna give him a max revive. Alright, let's save and let's open up a picnic real quick. Yeah, it's a lighter blue shiny, so it should be easier to tell. But let's see. Okay, the sandwich is cucumbers, a pickle, and then anything that isn't sweet and sour, or sweet and sweet. Okay. It would have just been a cucumber and 2 salty herba mysticas, but I don't got any salty herba mysticas, so I was gonna do sweet and sour, but then I read it said don't do sweet and sour. If not, it'll be something else. There we go. That should be good. Alright, we should have encounter and shiny, so oh, we got raid power. Hi, Warm Lily, how you doing? No encounter power, but we did get sparkling power. Alright, so we just gotta look for the Froakie now. How's it going, Spider-Man, Super Jake? How you doing? How you doing? Ah, skibbity toilet. Still under the weather with a cough? I feel you, Warm Lily. I've got a bit of a cough going myself. Oh. Alright, we just gotta look for the light blue one. See, these are all kind of normal bluish. We gotta look one that's lighter. So it's almost gonna appear white, I guess. Oh wait, does the nose thingy change? Give me a second. No, the nose thing stays the same. It just becomes a lot paler, so... This one I think might be the hardest one because of the fact that just for the simple fact that I don't know if we're gonna notice it that much. I do wish something would have changed a bit more about the shiny Froakie, but what can you do? Plus, I wish you could kind of like break grass like in Breath of the Wild. Nope. Yo, hello there, Lynn. Hello there, Malachi Bros. How you doing? How you doing? Andreas Raid. How you doing, Andreas? How's your day been going so far, buddy? How's it going, Tommy? How you doing? For anyone new here, my name is Alice Trainer. We do a lot of Pokemon shiny hunting over here, whether it be in the Dynamax Adventures or in Scarlet and Violet, or in any of the older games as well. But yeah, we do a lot of shiny hunting, and we do some Fortnite as well from time to time. So if you guys ever like either of those, consider subscribing. I have a very sore throat, so if I do sound weird, it is because of that. How are you doing, Tommy? How are you doing? I think I was sick and I got better, but my throat still is very like sore from all the coughing. We're shiny hunting for a Froakie right now. Andreas, you gotta let me know when you find like salty herba mysticas, because every time I look up a sandwich recipe, there's an easy one and then there's a hard one. And I can never do the easy one because they always say you need salty herba mystica. And I'm like, I have no salty herba mysticas. So you'll definitely need to like let me know if you find salty herba mystica raids. Alright, none of those are shiny. Malik got you a shiny Bulbasaur. Ooh, nice. Hey, Pink Dungeon, how are you doing? How you, Tommy? Can you grab the link for both Andreas and the Pink Dungeon? I would very much appreciate it. Yeah, but hopefully you guys are having a nice, good day. For anyone who's also shiny hunting, hopefully you've gotten your shinies today as well. We're just chilling, looking for our shinies. There's just so many regular Froakie. There's no shiny Froakie though. Yeah, always do the easy ones since you got 64 salty herbas. Damn, I wish you could just give me them. Like, give me half and then I just take them. And then I'll give you like 1,000. No, not 1,000. 1,000,000 Poké-Dollars. There we go. The shiny is a lighter blue, so it should be easier for us to tell. But I'm not too sure. You had the flu. Hopefully you're feeling a lot better. I think I might have gotten sick, but it was like it might have been like a 24-hour thing. But I was coughing a lot, so it really put a strain on my throat. So I just can't speak as loudly as I usually do. We had some good luck the other day though, because last time I don't think it was, let's see, yesterday I think we did Dynamax Adventures. But the day before that, we did some more shiny hunting. We ended up getting 3 shinies the other day. We got Slackoth, we got Tyrogue, and then we also got a Zigzagoon. No, not Zigzagoon. Zangoose. There we go. That's the name. Ah. Oh, what the heck? He popped out of the other one. They're multiplying, guys. Yo, imagine if we find one and then like a shiny pops out of it. Kind of like how that one just happened. Because I know they can spawn on top of each other and then they like spread out. Yeah, they're all the same blue shade. None of them are a lighter shade of blue. I mean, I'm fine. Like, I had a massive headache a few days ago. And it was mainly because of all the coughing I was doing as well. So it's just my throat being sore now, which sucks, but it's fine. Guys, remember, if we do reach 10 likes, everybody in chat, I'm gonna raise it now because I know I added a few other things. I'll raise it to 1,000 points when we reach 10 likes. That's a Grimer. Remember, guys, if you ever earn up 50k points on the channel, you can redeem them for our newly acquired gifted membership. Because YouTube decided to be pretty cool and was like, hey, do you want to give out 10 gifted memberships a month for free? Now you can. And I'm not going to just give them out. I'm just going to let the chat decide when to give them out because, hey, why not? Plus, it's easier because I know a lot of people don't really use the points, but they have a lot of them. So people can easily just, like, earn them up and then redeem them for gifted members. They are random, though. They typically go towards the most active people on the chat, so it is a nice gesture, but it's also I mean, also it does make sense to give it to the people who are like more active on stream than anything. Ooh, Lugia Dynamax Adventures tomorrow. I mean, I can join for a few if you want, if you need help. I don't mind. I'm not gonna really be doing anything until later that day, either way, because tomorrow I'm not streaming on YouTube. I'm gonna be doing Pokemon Unite on Twitch. That's an Inkay. Look at him go. Are there any Froakies in the water? No. I'm getting close to 1400 in Unite. I did a bit of practicing before I started with Volcanic and Dylan. We were playing some standard mode. I got a new controller. It's a Power A controller, and it feels very nice. It was $40. I also finally assembled my giant 3D printer. It's like it's where my small one used to be, but it barely fits. So I'm definitely gonna have to like rearrange it. I have to level it though, and then I'm gonna print a few benchies on it, and then see how they print and see how they go. Mine is supposed to be a lot more fast. Like the Elegoo Neptune 4 is supposed to be a lot more faster than a lot of the other ones, so it should print out benchies relatively quick. So I'll probably make them a bit bigger. I know my friend Tyler, he got the Elegoo 4, but the 4 are the small models and the 3 are the big models, which I think was kind of funny. Because you think the 4 would be a lot bigger than the 3, but no. Nafi, how are you doing? Thank you for grabbing Tommy's link, by the way, and for grabbing Nafi's link as well, Tommy. Appreciate it. Thank you also for grabbing Andreas's and the Pink Dungeons link. If you guys haven't checked them out, you guys should definitely check out Andreas. And you should also check out the Pink Dungeon. The Pink Dungeon does a lot of Mario Kart streams. I gotta join them at some point. I haven't been playing too much Mario Kart. Primarily because I really have just been focusing more on a few other games because I've been enjoying playing them a bit more. Mario Kart's still fun, but I like playing it with friends more than just playing it normal. It does get a bit stale after a while, but when you got friends, it just lasts a lifetime. I am the king of Frokies. I did. I understand his reasoning too, which is very nice because it's very sweet. He wants to spend more time with his family, and he doesn't want to have to feel as though one of his favorite hobbies, which is playing video games with his just by himself or even with his wife. Like, you know, he always felt like it was a bit of like he not only did he have to play the video game, but he had to make sure to like note down everything for like potential theories, which I guess makes sense. You know, when you're playing a game, if you're playing a game and you're also trying to think of how to make it into like a video too, it does kind of take away a bit from the fun. That's why I do have like video games I play off stream and then video games I play primarily for stream. Like I did stop playing Tetris 99 on the channel primarily because not a lot of people did join it, but I just like playing Tetris on my own either way. So 99, while fun, I ended up just playing a lot more of the original Tetris. I gotta show you guys my highest score on the original Tetris at some point. It's pretty damn high. Not as high as the guy that beat Tetris. I think that's pretty cool. My dad thought it was pretty cool as well because he's a very big Tetris fan. The first game I ever played was Tetris with my dad, and I think it's his second favorite game. His first favorite game is Contra. I ended up getting him the full collection for both the NES and the Super Nintendo because they had Contra 1 and 2 on the NES, and then, well, it wasn't called Contra 2, it's called Super Contra. And then they got the third one on a Super Nintendo, and I ended up buying him a Superboy. If you guys don't know what those are, it's like think of like a Game Boy Advanced, but like 10 times as big that you can still carry. Like think of it, it's basically just a Nintendo Switch, but you can play NES games on it. So and not NES games, Super Nintendo games on it. He really likes it. He keeps it by his bed. He keeps it next to his bed. My mom got mad at me because she's like, he won't stop playing it when we're in bed, because he'll just sit there before he goes to sleep and just start playing Contra on it. She got very mad at me for that. Because my mom's not the biggest fan of video games. She got mad at my dad like early on, because one of the few things he would do is come home and play some video games for like an hour or two before stopping. Like he wouldn't play it all day, but he'd try to play it just to relax. She did understand that it was a nice way for him to relax, but my mom's like, he sleeps this much, so he needs more sleep because he's old. And I'm like, he's not that old. My dad is a man who will say he's forever 25, and I find that funny because then it reminds me of the anime moms that like, I'm the forever 18-year-old. If you guys ever seen Komi-san Can't Communicate, you'll get the reference. I do find it funny as I was watching his video, I thought about how his situation was like Doctor Who. Yeah, there's never gonna be a new Map Pat, but there will always be a new theorist. So no one's ever gonna be the exact same as Map Pat, and that's fine. You never have to be the same as like a previous creator or someone that you're doing a very similar style to. You know? Sure, you can be like as popular as them, but that doesn't mean that you're exactly like them. You know, you're your own person. You have your own personality. You devise your own thoughts, your own ideas. You share them with the world. People may compare you. Sure, I don't think people should compare them. People as much. I feel like that's not really a great thing. Because then it puts so much emphasis on like, oh, is this person ending up actually copying the other person? For some people, that is the case. Where like, I know that for Mr. Beast, like that there is that one dude who was copying all his videos, but making them like low budget and in a different language. So much so that he ended up making like more channels based in those countries, re-uploading everything but dubbed. I thought it was pretty interesting. Those are nice shiny Froakies. I still have yet to watch Doctor Who. I asked like a few years back one of my friends what if I were to watch Doctor Who, where to start. I think he said like if I go on HBO Max. Well, it's not HBO Max anymore. It's just Max, which is still stupid. But he said like if I start on there, I should just start from whatever season they begin off of that. I think, and I should be fine. Cause although like originally the whole black and white one still is the start, you know, you can still kind of get the gist of it from like up to a certain season. I don't know if that's true, Nafi. Tell me if it's true. The guy I talked to was British, so I do believe him. New episode of Bob's Burgers dropped. I watched it. I thought it was really nice. You know, I always like the episodes where Bob and Teddy are friends. Though I get very upset because like every other episode that's about him and Teddy being friends, it's like Bob learning that, oh yeah, we are really good friends. Because like the first one was like, yeah, you know what, Teddy is actually my best friend. The next episode where they're friends, yeah, he's still my friend, but he's a little bit annoying. And then the episode after that, he's not my friend. And it's like, you just admitted he was your friend. What the heck, Bob? But I get it. The writers usually, although they do have continuity between them, a lot of the episodes are technically episodic, I guess. With some things kind of like rolling over to the next ones and some things not. It's a good start to the series. 1 to 10. Don't watch series 11, 12, and 13. The 2023 are alright Christmas specials. Why do I feel like the 2000, not the series 11, 12, and 13 were like, wasn't the 13th one the one where he became a woman? I don't know about the other two. I only know there was like a big issue with that, and I get it too. Niffy was talking to me about it as well. He wasn't the greatest fan, I think he said, but it was meh, I guess. I know that he did say that they did start changing a lot of aspects of the Doctor's origin with her, which I don't think is ever a good idea. If you're gonna drastically start with a character redesign, I don't think you should change the character's like background yet. People get accustomed to like, okay, it's the same, but you know, this time the character may be like either race swapped or the character may be a woman, and that's fine. But just leave the character as they are. And then in the next one, you can start to try to change it slowly and steady. Or like if you wanted to change it, you change it and then you would but you would still keep him like as the character is if you wanted to change backstory. Because doing both at the same time always feels like a drastically new character, which causes people to get very upset. Because it's like, yeah, it's not really the new character. It feels more like a new character than, you know, a character that you've been with all this time. I do kind of feel like they're doing that with Wally West, which I thought was they did that technically with Wally West in the Flash show. I liked Wally. I thought he was pretty cool, but they really tried to make him like the white Wally West a lot more. And it's like at that point, why didn't you just have the regular Wally West in there at the start if you were just gonna do regular Wally West? Because I feel like the one issue with the black Wally West is that they try to make him too much like the original Wally West without trying to make him his own character first, which kind of hinders it. Plus, it makes people like or want the old Wally West more than him. And then when they do stuff like with the CW, where it's like, oh yeah, introducing the Black Wally West, but they're basically just giving him regular Wally West personality. It kind of makes no sense since they're supposed to be different characters. It's not like, oh yeah, they're just gonna race swap Wally. No, they added. I don't even know why they called him Wally West. They could have just called him something different, honestly. He didn't have to be related to Barry as well. They made him related to Barry, which was another weird. Because like you have a lot of other speedsters that aren't related to Barry. Granted, a lot of them end up dying, but you know, there are speedsters not related to Barry. I don't know if they wanted to have like a more connection with him or what, but I feel like it was like a bad option to make him related to Barry. Yeah, Jody era. I don't care that they just that it went from minimal political to every episode had bad, and we show we it bad, so you know it's bad now. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I'm still not a big fan of when like, granted there are things that are like inherently always gonna be bad, you know, like child labor. That's something that's always gonna be inherently bad. You don't need to keep mentioning like every fifth line being like, "Oh yeah, guys, by the way, child labor, that's horrible." It's like people know it. You can just show it and then, you know, have the bad guy, you know, have his comeuppance and that'd be fine. People know it's bad. They don't need to be reminded of what the moral is every 10 minutes though. Cuz then that just ends up making things repetitive and causing people to feel like you're just babying them. One of the characters I feel like they did really well was in the whole My Adventures with Superman. They kept Lois and Jimmy their personalities pretty well. They amplified like one aspect from each of them though, and that was fine because it was still within like a Jimmy Olsen thing to do and a Lois Lane thing to do. They did race swap both of them. I believe they made Lois Korean and then they made Jimmy black. Um, People had a bit of an issue at first, but after looking at their personalities, they kept them relatively the same to how like Jimmy Olsen was and how Lois Lane was. They would amp up like one aspect of their personality, primarily just making Lois a bit more eccentric than she usually is, and then Jimmy they made him more into like a bit of a Jimmy had his conspiracies, but they kind of amped it up. In the first episode, they honestly amped it up a bit too much. They toned it down during the rest of it, which I did enjoy. But yeah, they kept them relatively the same, and they race swapped them. And at first, they had a bit of like backlash, but then after people saw the show, they loved them. They loved Jimmy Olsen, and they loved Lois Lane from My Adventures with Superman. And that's how I feel like a lot of people should do. Keep the characters the same in terms of like how they're always written. You can always race swap them, and that's fine. Some people might put backlash, but if you start changing the character aspect, to me it feels like when a writer decides let's redo Batman and this time give him a gun. It's like that kind of goes or like rewriting it so that he's almost always has a gun on him for whatever reason. Like I know originally Batman used to carry a gun and that became a part of his and then the whole he doesn't like using guns did become a part of his mythos. So later on, he also got because also originally Batman killed his villains. The Joker was supposed to die in his first appearance. He was supposed to be a one-off villain, but people really liked him so much that he just stuck around. So like there are aspects that you can change from a character, but again, if you're gonna change the aspect of a character, you always keep the design more or less the same. You don't drastically change it if you're gonna do something. That way you can always just switch it back and it'd be fine. But if you do both of them at the same time, that just feels like you're replacing the character with your own original character. And then most people will usually either label it either self insert or just like this really just isn't that character at all. To be entertained. Yeah, that's another thing too, especially with like anime. People watch shows to escape reality. Like, sure, you can have some similar messaging. Like, yeah, there's always going to be bad people, and you should really always make sure to do the right thing. And that's fine. A lot of shows, you know, especially a lot of older cartoons, usually would tell you the lesson and how you shouldn't really discriminate, but they do it in such a way that they don't make it like the primary focus on it. They make the focus about the story, but the story aspects, focus primarily on like, yeah, this guy, he's kind of being a bit of a racist. We're not gonna continuously call him a racist. We're just gonna keep mentioning on what he's doing, the aspects of like a racist. They'll talk about like the aspects, like, yeah, he's calling you names you don't want to be called. He's saying that you're worth nothing, or or the people like you aren't good, and stuff like they'll call that out. They won't primarily give it a word. They'll just always keep it a bit ambiguous, and I do feel like the ambiguity of it makes a lot of stories a bit better, because if you pin it down to one situation, it ends up being like you're excluding all the other situations and making it about one thing rather than a broad spectrum, which is what I never got. You know, like you'd want it's the same way, like you can relate to a character. They don't have to look like you for you to relate to them. If their situation is similar to you, if their ideals are similar to you, if their morals are similar to you, you'll relate to them and you'll understand them and you'll connect with them. Just because they look like you doesn't mean you'll connect with them. That'd be like saying, yeah, every Hispanic connects to like the Hispanic stereotype that they ever see, or like every black dude connects to like all the gang movies on a personal level. Like that's not how that works. People are more complicated than that. If you're focusing more on visuals than you are on like um people's thought process, you're thinking about the wrong thing. That's another reason why Mindy Kaling's awful show that we're not gonna say the name of really did bad. Because instead of like trying to understand the character and develop her more further, she just became basically, oh, I'm Mindy Kaling, but now I'm just using the character's name and the franchise's name so that I could get more attention. It never works. It's always bad, and people never end up liking it. There's only a few exceptions, and half the time it's usually when like it's only the background characters. Again, similarly again, My Adventures with Superman. They didn't swap Superman's race. They just swapped some of the background characters' races, and that was fine because they kept a lot of the characters like their typical characteristics, their typical like characters, their ideologies, like a lot of the the basics of their character they kept intact. Like the characters' personalities they kept intact. They would amplify one aspect of their personality, but it's not like they gave them a new like something new to their character that would ruin it. The only thing they did was just change up their design, and that was fine. People liked it up until that one episode, but like people understood that you had to wait until the next episode for it to be resolved. It was resolved, not really the greatest. I don't like it when they leave unresolved stuff on a cliffhanger, because then people will complain about it, and that's all they'll complain until they're proven wrong in the next episode. Which is again what happened with My Adventures with Superman. People kept comparing her to Amber because of what she did, but she wasn't. She's just a person who didn't like being lied to, and in the next episode, she figured out that what she did was wrong. She shouldn't have tried to force Clark to tell her if he wasn't ready yet. And again, it's kept ambiguous because you can really relate a situation like that to many different situations, not just like one situation. Like, oh, my boyfriend's keeping a secret from me. It's like it can be like put into a lot of different scenarios too. Or like the movie The Wish Dragon, if you guys ever saw that. Granted, you can always see the main character and the girl as love interests, but you can also just see them as good friends who wanted to connect. Their situation can fit for both like male and female, male male, female female. Like their situation isn't just like, oh yeah. Because again, if you, it's like thinking romance is like it's only for like straight people. Like some gay people can like a regular straight romance movie, and that's fine as well. It's not like it's only one certain group that can like be entertained by it. It's there to appeal to a wide audience. So I still haven't found this Froakie, so I'm very upset. Is my sandwich done? My sandwich is done. All right, I gotta reset. There are some shows that always do go into politics, but they'll make sure that you understand this is like a very because like they had a bit of like with Static Shock, they had the whole gun episode, and they had a few of the other episodes too, just to but they were more for awareness rather than being like, oh, vote this on this new law to either restrict or to not restrict firearm things. They just told you about safety and stuff. They didn't try to be like, oh, guns are bad, guns are awful, never own a gun at all. It was just like, guns are dangerous, and just make sure that you are keeping them away from people who could hurt themselves with it. Make sure to practice proper safety, and make sure the people around you are doing well mentally, and make sure you always lend out a hand. It was never a focus on, oh yeah, these are bad because they cause all this. It's like, oh yeah, some people really need help, so make sure if you see someone in trouble or someone struggling to help them out, because you never know how they might feel. And I always thought that was a nice message for them to give out. Or like in Teen Titans, like they had a few episodes where they dealt with some real world problems. They resolved a lot of those problems too, which was nice. But they never openly said, "Oh yeah, this side of the argument is always wrong and bad," which is what I feel like a lot of shows nowadays. Whenever they try to deal with the topics, they'll always try to make one side always look out to be the villain, rather than try to make an argument for both sides. That's why I do enjoy South Park. They don't say, "Oh yeah, this side is good, this side is bad." They just make fun of everybody and just have a grand old time with it. They don't care. They're like, this side is stupid because XYZ. That doesn't mean the other side's right. The other side is stupid for ABC as well. So we'll just make fun of both of them. The true equality. BRB. Alright, Nefi. One thing I do know is that a lot of people really want more story driven shows, and I feel like we can get more of those, especially in animated cartoons. The only issue is if it's going to be airing on TV, you cannot have an animated story driven show. While you might be able to do it, it would probably have to be something like The Amazing World of Gumball, where some of the episodes do, like, connect, but it's typically episodic, or even a regular show. They're more episodic than anything. But if there is a story, they usually don't go with it, primarily for the simple fact that, you know, especially because back in the day on TV, if you missed one, you'd either have to look for the rerun or wait for the rerun or wait for it to come out on DVD in order to follow the full story. And most kids couldn't do that. Most kids would probably miss a few episodes because of, being kids, having other things to do, and not really always being glued to the TV. So it makes sense for it made more sense like to work on episodic series than it did on story driven series. Granted, a lot of story driven series are great now. The main issue is that for episodic series, they can be good, like I said, Gumball, a regular show. they're good episodic series as well. Um, they do dive into like stories, as well, story arcs every now and then. But you know, then you got stuff like Teen Titans Go, where it's like it's episodic for the sake of being episodic, so they don't really care what they do, as long as they put out an episode. Which is why you always see kind of like a bad quality. Unless they want to spite the people who say it's a bad show, then they'll actually try. Which kind of sucks because then it shows that they can do some really good episodes. They just choose not to because they'd rather just bring out like the what you could probably equate to like the monster of the week type episodes rather than like any actual, you know, good things they can think of. Alright, we got encounter power this time, so Alright, the outbreaks are starting to fade now, so I gotta just keep an eye out for any pale frogs. Alright, let's see. Oh, there we go. Where did our frog go? Oh my god, there are barely any frokies. Okay, you're both the same shade. Do do do. Hello there, Kymander. How you doing? We're out here just hunting for a shiny Froakie. Doing good. How about yourself? I'm doing fine. I got a bit of a sore throat from all the coughing I've been doing, but I'll live, so I should be fine. Oh, what's down there? That's a love disc. Da, da, da. Ah, my leg. I gotta search my leg out a bit. Give me a second. There we go. Much better. None of the Froakies are shiny. Those are regular ones too. How hard is it to find a pale Froakie? Oh, give me a second, guys. I gotta stand up and stretch. Alright. I'm moving my legs around a bit. I should be fine right now. Okay, let's see. Froakie, Froakie, Froakie. Let's see. I cannot see any Froakies that are pale. Oh, regular Froakie. I gotta get back up there. Blue, 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 blue. Oh, no. No, they're both just blue. I need a light blue one. I thought I fell in the void for a second. I was literally like, what the fuck? Damn. Alright. Let's keep looking around. Oh wait, is that? No, it's not pale. Ah, my leg. It feels like it's falling asleep. I saw that so differently. I thought this was a Pawmot for a second. I'm like, why is this Pawmot blue? And then it stopped moving and I saw it was Froakie. Now I gotta adjust myself on my chair. There we go, it's better. There are no shiny Froakies to be found, man. Oh. Oh. I don't know why I thought they were Merrills for a second. I guess from behind they kind of look like Merrills. I think. I'm not sure. There's a Froakie over there. But oof, excuse me. Oh, sorry guys, I gotta stretch again. My legs are cramping up a bit. So I apologize. Ah. I cracked something. There we go. Much better. Hello there, Augustine. Potatoes, how you doing? Hey, all of those are the same. Man, looking for a pale blue is gonna be hard to find, man. You gotta go. Take care, Tommy. Hopefully you have a nice night. I apologize for being a bit quiet right now. I'm just trying to focus and make sure I don't miss out on the shiny. I think I might take a nap after this, honestly. Let's see if I can find the shiny first. 8 minutes left on this sandwich. Hopefully I can feel better soon, Tommy. Don't worry. Don't worry about me, though. Oh. My legs are hurting a lot right now. I don't know why. My ear kind of itches right now. Ah, damn. Boom, blam, boom, blam. Oh, wrong one. Wrong button. Oh, wrong button too. Scyther's here. Which is kind of... Wait, no, that's my Scyther. Those three are not shiny. Not shiny. Oh, aw. I thought that might have been a shiny, but it was a bit too far away. That was so small, so... My legs are still hurting. I was on my feet all day today. Oh. Ah, it's not light blue, it's dark blue. No! Damn it. I didn't mean to run into him. There's one in the back just watching us. Oh god. Let's see. How much time I got left? 3 minutes, 4 minutes ish. Oh, I didn't see him there. They're so small. I can't seem to quite as well sit on the chair comfortably right now. Which does suck. Alright, let's see. Nope. Damn it. Just looking up Weasel's whole thing. Oh. Oh, that is. I thought that was shiny for a second. Ah, no, fuck. Damn it. Oh. Nope. Oh, I thought he was shiny for a second. He looked pale enough. You just killed 9 people in Unite? Nice. Still looking for this one Froakie. I'll probably take a nap after stream, Omar, and then I'll hop on if you want to play some Unite later today. Or whatever other game. I'll probably just hang out in VC for a while after I take my nap. Oh, nope. Oh, I got 42 seconds left. No. This one was the encounter sandwich too. No. Three of the enemies wasted their ults on me before damn. They really wanted you dead for Rayquaza. And that's the funniest part. It's like, shit, we can't do anything against them more. Let's try to kill him before Rayquaza. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. I gotta reopen it. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I cannot sit comfortably on my chair today. I'll probably lay down after this. I was on my feet all day today, so I guess it makes sense. Ba-bum-bum. Perfect. Picnic time. Omar, do you have like an emblem set for Metagross or anything? I want to try them out again in standards as well, so I can practice them a bit more. I mean, I got them in ranked, but I'd rather just continue as a. Oh, why did I do that? I needed to make the sandwich. Ah, damn it. I did it again. There we go. Make a sandwich. Alright. Alright, let's see how this goes. There we go. I thought it was gonna fall off for a second. I need to watch the new episode for Shangri-La Frontier. I know the new season came out. Navy told me about it. There's another anime coming out. I think Moonlit Fantasy comes out today as well. I gotta check real quick. Open. There it is. Oh, it came out yesterday. Okay, what came out today then? January 7th, January 9th. Oh, it's Hokkaido Girls. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Banished from the Heroes Party also came out 2 days ago. Oh, there we go. The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil. That's one of the ones that came out today. Guys, Fluffy Paradise came out and it's super adorable. And then yesterday they started with Mr. Dillon's Day Off, guys. Mr. Villain's Day Off. And I love that anime so much. It's adorable as hell. The premise is basically the main villain of the world gets a day off, gets like some time off to study one of his favorite things, pandas. He finds out about pandas and he instantly falls in love with them. I love how the heroes are still kind of following him around, being like, this guy is definitely evil. Meanwhile, he's just like, I like these pandas. He's also kind of pissed off because it's like, damn it, work is really bothering me today. Because, you know, even though they are like opposing each other, they're technically still his like co-workers, I guess you could say. And then he doesn't want to run into any of his actual co-workers either. I can't wait to see the rest of the anime. I've also been keeping up with Spy Family, the manga. Like, I'm still waiting for Tommy to have time so me and him and Nafi and Mark can binge the rest of it. But, from what I've been able to watch, I mean, from what I've been able to read, the, uh, the anime is doing pretty well. What is that? Oh, it's a deerling. Okay. They finally introduced Damien's brother, and I feel a bit sad for him for like three reasons. One, the man has no thoughts in his head whatsoever. Like Anya tried to read his mind. No thoughts, head empty. That's basically what his mind was. Two, um, he he has his father's eyes, so he has like those freaking super wide open eyes. He's got his mother's hair a bit more. Like Damien definitely takes more after his mother than his brother does. His brother takes out after more of his father. His design's pretty nice. Um, the sweetest thing ever is Anya actually was able to study because of a new character, helping her figure out how nice it is to study. Because the primary reason why she doesn't study too well is because again she was experimented on when she was a lot younger, so they made her do so many tests and study for so many exams that she had to do, and it's like, oh, I get that would definitely make her not want to study. But I do like the fact that we are getting a bit more back into the whole Wise mission where she has to get the stellar stars. That's what a lot of people were complaining about, being like, "Oh, yeah, why isn't the main objective like continuing? Why isn't it developing more? Why are we focusing on slice?" First of all, slice of life is amazing, so I don't get what the freaking point is about complaining about getting more episodes for the show. And second, it takes a while for people to earn stellar stars. You have to wait for the exams, and I mean, you could do like acts of heroism too, but you can't just solely get them off of that. And I mean, it was nice to know she got second place in one of her tests, and it was for like English comprehension, I believe, or something. English, something about like language comprehension. She got second place, which Damien got mad, being like, "How could she get second place?" He got first place in a different subject, but then Anya, like she just barely failed math, like enough to where she would still get a Tornadus Bolt, but she technically still passed the exam. Like if she had gotten one more point, she would have been fine. But yeah, now she's got the Tornadus Bolt, and she did get a Stellar Star. So I think she's at what, three Stellar Stars in total. She got one for saving the drowning kid, and she got one for being brave during the. Well, no, she might have five. I'm not too sure. I gotta go. Oh, guys, we found it. Let's go. I don't know if it can like recoil itself, so just to be safe. Yeah, it is easy to tell if it's shiny, by the way. It is definitely easy to tell. Do I have any luxury balls? I don't. I'm just gonna have to catch it in a ultra ball, I guess. Let's go. We got the shiny Froakie. Do we have anyone who has a Greninja as their main thing or no? I don't think we do. If I do, I can change the name to that. But we finally got a Froakie, guys. I'll add it to the party so you can evolve him. I'll switch it out for Hitmontop. We got 23 minutes left on the sandwich. So we can definitely try to see if we can get another one. Oh, I like the way he was sleeping there. It was adorable. We always try to go for 3 for the evolutions. So that way we can get one of each, basically. Yeah, he's a white frog. Technically a pale blue frog, but with how he's colored, he's basically just a white frog up until he becomes Greninja. Then he becomes a black frog with a very bright red tongue. Do you have any guesses on the nature, by the way, Omar? Or do you not have any guesses? I'm assuming we'd want adamant nature, I think, right? Or would we want the other one for... Or would it be the other nature? I don't know. We'll do Dynamax Adventures on Thursday, by the way, guys. So if you guys want to join us for any Dynamax Adventures on Thursday, that'll be it. Tomorrow we're doing some more Pokemon Unite. I'll probably try to get to 1400. It's only like, I think, 1 or 2 more battles I gotta do. And then I'll be at 1400 points. So we'll try to aim for 1600. Just so we can get to Ultra Class 3 for the next one. I think, when is it, Omar? Is it on next Tuesday, or when is the next season happening? It might honestly be Thursday. I'm not too sure. All I know is that it is one of the days. I like how we actually got a Froakie too, like that we actually zoomed in on our Froakie. You gotta buy some luxury balls. I'm glad I got him right now, but let's check what his nature is. Oh, he's got no ribbons. He's a modest nature. Okay. Is that good, Omar? Is he a good modest nature? I think I can actually just run back and forth this way. Yeah, this controller feels so much more nicer than the... To be fair, I've had my old controller for about 6 or 7 years, give or take. I'm not sure exactly when I bought it. So I know I bought it like maybe a year or two after the Switch came out, and the Switch came out like 2017, I want to say. So definitely about 6 years at least. Oh, wrong one. So it's been a while since I've actually like gotten a new one. I'm gonna probably take my old controller apart and give it a proper deep clean, because I used to just clean it out like just by dusting it and using like um an electric air air duster to basically just clean out all the dust that was in there. I never gave it like a proper cleaning with like isopropic alcohol. So I gotta do that at some point. Give it a nice cleaning. We'll give it a nice thorough cleaning, because I think I always just did enough to where it would still work and function properly. This one definitely, one, it feels a lot lighter. It does feel a lot lighter. The analog stick definitely feels faster and smoother for me right now. The D-pad also feels really nice too. It's got the I don't think it's as wide, is it? Oh, it is. Oh yeah, the buttons are just slightly closer together than they are in the Switch Pro controller. The Pro controller is nice, but I'm not spending another like, what was it, $60 or $70 on it. I got this one for $40, and I feel like it just feels a lot about the same, maybe nicer too. It might just feel nicer because it's new as well, so we'll give it some time. I actually got it. Also got like an AGL and an AGR button on the back that I can program to do stuff. So that's really nice. I got the Legend of Zelda one. They didn't have any other one I liked on on the thing, and I didn't want to have like a generic color like I always do, because like I always get like things in generic colors, like white or black, or blue. So I decided to go for a change of pace and actually have it with like a different color faceplate. And it's a Legend of Zelda one. It looks really nice. It's a really nice design. It's a more Breath of the Wild design. So it's not like green. It's more bluish, because I believe, yeah, Breath of the Wild Link, as well as Tears of the Kingdom Link, he's more blue than he is green. Well, in Tears of the Kingdoms, he actually gets more green, but in Breath of the Wild, he has more blue on him near the start than he does anything else. Especially once you get the tunic. Alright, I'm gonna go until the sandwich, and then we'll level him up. So we got about 15 more minutes. If you guys want, we can also do some union circles if you guys want to get some more BBQ points. Nafi hasn't returned, and I wanted to talk to him about some of the other new animes, if he's watched any of them yet or not. I really like the fluffy one, because she's so adorable. Lady gets reincarnated into a world Her ability is insane. Where legit just any animal is kind to her, especially the fluffy ones. She tamed a tiger, and she got to touch the toe beans of the tiger, and I was like, that's so cute. I want to touch the toe beans of a tiger, but he would probably kill me. This leads me into my next point. No matter what, if I was if I was invulnerable and could take no damage, and had like super strength that like I could control properly. Well, first if I couldn't control it properly, I'd learn to control it before anything. But like the next thing I do, go find a tiger and give him a big old hug, and then touch his toe beans. Hell, any fluffy animal I'd love to touch. Like I know he'd probably bite my face off or try to bite it off if I wasn't like invulnerable. Okay, from some of the angles, these Froakies look like completely different Pokemon to me. Up until I up until I look at them specifically, which is kind of weird because I've seen them look like Popplio and its evolution for a bit sometimes, which is like the weirdest thing. Ugh. Okay. But let's see. Alright, we got 11 minutes left. I'm glad we got the shiny Froakie today. I'll see if there's any other shiny or any other outbreaks that we can try to do as well, maybe. I noticed that I am doing a lot more starter hunts than I am like actual hunts, which I thought was kind of funny. I gotta stretch. Alright, oh, there's a lot of them over here. None of them are shiny though. Froakie. Shiny Froakie. Where are you? My sister made some spaghetti and meatballs today, so I ate that for when I got home. It was kind of cold, so I heated it up, but I wasn't a big fan of the texture. I still ate it because I like spaghetti and meatballs, but I don't know. Something about the texture felt off for today's. I gotta figure out what I want to eat tomorrow. I did get out of work a bit late today because I did go in a bit late today. I usually start around 5, but they made me go in at like 6 today, so I ended up getting out around 2 instead of 1, so Plus, I was also waiting on my controller to arrive. Oh, speaking of which, let me check something real quick. I apologize, guys. I need to just quickly check something. I need to see if it arrived right now. My controller arrived, but oh, okay, so it did arrive. Okay. Let me see. Alright, it was delivered. Okay, so I'll have to do that after stream. If you guys didn't know, I do have my I do have a loft bed, but it kind of wobbles a bit, so I gotta support basically just like a movable support beam. So I'm gonna put it right next to the bed, that way it won't wobble too much to one side. I already put padding on the other side, so I don't have to worry about it wobbling to the other way and hitting it. Well, padding on the wall, basically. Yeah, padding on the wall, so I don't have to worry about that. If it works well, I can get another one for the other side, and then I have to get a bit more padding for that too. But with that, my bed should stop wobbling, which is nice. I am looking into getting a different loft bed. Like, I like the one I have, but it's not as sturdy, and if I get another one, well, I mean, it won't be anytime soon. I'm not looking to spend too much money right now, so. Yeah, both of those are blue. Yeah, they're still sleeping. Wow, look at them. Oh shoot, there's one right there. Frokies really are good at hiding in just random places. It's kind of funny. I do like this backpack they gave us. It is by far, I think, one of my favorite backpacks. none of those are shiny. Oh, I thought that was a shiny Froakie down there for a second. Alright, let's see. Alright, 3 minutes. I'm gonna get some honey and some lemon water after this as well for my throat. Should help out quite a bit. One thing I do like is that for Sword and Shield and then for Scarlet and Violet as well, a lot of the Pokemon that really just look the same now have a bit more of a distinction, like with Froakie especially. Because like I know in the DS games, it was a bit harder to tell if it was a shiny Froakie or not. Which is why like it was nice to always see the star. But it's nice that they gave it like such a bright blue for its regular model, and then a very like pale white blue for its shiny form, which is good because it makes it easier to tell when you're out like shiny hunting for one in the wild. Man, if you ever told me that you could shiny hunt the starters in the wild in a Pokemon game, I would not have. Actually, I probably would have believed you if I was like very young. I definitely would have believed a lot of people because I believed those fake how to find Charmander, how to find Squirtle, how to find Bulbasaur videos in like those ROM hacks where it's like we're gonna show you where you can find a Charmander, a Bulbasaur, and a Squirtle, and then I didn't know that you couldn't. So I probably would have, but like if you talk to like an older me who knew about it and said that yeah you can shiny hunt Pokemon in the wild, starter Pokemon, I probably would have had my doubts, been like, oh man, how do you know? How do you know? How did that work? I thought you starter Pokemon were only really one per game. Well, unless you breed them, so that's why I did say in the wild. I thought these two looked completely different next to each other. I got so excited. I was like, oh, shiny potential. Damn, none of those are shiny. Alright, let's fly over here. Let's check out the Pokemon then. Okay, so this is to walk around like a regular Froakie. You got Obama in your server? Isn't that one of Sir Nobody's things? One of his accounts is like Obama something. Hey, let's level up the Froakie a level and evolve him. Oh, it's a Meeseek spot thing. Oh, I thought it was like, it's Frogadier. I thought it was someone whose name was always Obama. We're adding 3 custom bots. Nice. Oh, I should probably check that for PokeJ real quick as well. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm checking something. This is so funny. Look at him run waddle. They're adding custom bots apparently. Ah. Oh wait, no, I didn't want to do any of that. Alright, let's see. Alright, 1 more rare candy ought to do it. Now, guys, we have ourselves a shiny Greninja. Look at him. Oh, I'm connecting online, damn. I wasn't trying to do. How's your day been going so far, Volta? How have you been doing? Did you remember to leave a like on the stream? Oh, look at him. Oh shit, we move fast. Look at this go. Let me check Greninja's stats. Let's see, it's got 95 attack with 103 special attack, so it's got a lot more physical attacks than it's got special attacks though. A lot of its special attacks are water attacks, and it's got more. I mean, it's got Icy Wind, Mud Shot. They aren't like powerful moves though. A lot of its powerful moves are like physical attacking ones. U-turn, Brick Break, Ice Punch. I mean, he's got Hydro Pump, but that's like an 80% chance. Night Slash, which is 70. So he's definitely more of an attacker, but I got him at Modest Nature, damn. What's that? Oh, it's a random Froakie. Cool. I really did like Shiny Greninja, but look at him. He's got Torrent, so we can't really change that. I mean, we can make it Proteum, but they nerfed Protean in this game, so kind of a womp womp situation. Alright, I think that... Okay, let me check the map real quick. If there's an Apom outbreak, we're probably going to do that. If there's not, then I'm not sure what we'll do after this. That was a Piplup outbreak. Hey Omar, is Apom in Kitakami, or is it also... I don't think it's in the main game. I think it's only in Kitakami Island. There is a Piplup outbreak, so we could probably do some Piplup hunting as well. Do I have anyone live that I can raid? Oh, I do have someone. Cool. Andreas, wait, yeah, Andreas raided us with his SSG raid. I was trying to remember if Hero was live today, though. I think he was, but I think he ended, like, way earlier. I was trying to see if he was still live or not. But I guess he probably ended right before I started. Well, not right before, but for a while. Yeah, he ended, okay, yeah, he ended a while ago. I was wondering if he was still alive. I didn't get any well, I did get notifications, but I didn't check the notifications. I'm gonna check what this outbreak is. If it's a Yanma outbreak, I might do it, honestly. Cutifly. Yeah, there are no Apom raids. No, not raids. There are no Apom outbreaks. That's what I was mainly looking for, though. There might be something there. We can go fly over there and check it. Oh, it's a low tab. Swinub. Oh no, not Centret. My shiny Greninja looks so cool, especially in this game too. Volbeat. It's a Volbeat outbreak. Oh. Damn, I thought it'd be something. There's a Ducklet outbreak, a Volbeat outbreak. There's a Piplup outbreak over there. I'm gonna go over here real quick. I think this is where we're gonna end then. I'm gonna quickly look for a raid target again, just to make sure people are live still. Yeah, people are still live right now. That's good, that's good. Alright, we're gonna go on a hashtag Al raid. We're gonna raid one of my friends who hasn't been live in a while. She's getting back to streaming, so. Oh, we can't redirect. That's fine. If you guys join me in the hashtag Al raid, you love Furret. Oh, disaster. You're coming in right at the end. How are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? We ended up getting a shiny Greninja. Look at him. He's so cool. He's a modest nature, so not the greatest nature, but hey. Technically, it is a good nature because he has a high special attack, but he has more physical attacks than he does special attacks. So, yeah, poor Greninja. There's a Piplup outbreak too. I haven't found a Gardevoir one or even a Ralts one yet, so I haven't been able to catch yours, Disaster. Unless you want to be a Furret, then or Greninja, because we don't got anyone named Greninja yet. But we're gonna be ending right now. We're gonna be going on a raid. One of my friends is live. They haven't streamed in a while, so I wanted to like raid them. So I'll see you guys on Thursday over here on YouTube. We're gonna do some more Dynamax Adventures then. Tomorrow on Twitch, we're gonna be live playing some Pokemon Unite. If you guys want to join me over there, twitch.tv/HTrainerAl. But we're gonna go raid a good friend of mine. Her name is Lapras Liv. What is she playing? She is playing 911 Operator Simulator. So if you guys would like to go watch that, you guys are more than welcome to. I will see you guys later. Take care, Disaster. Thank you again for Andreas, to Andreas for the raid. I'll make sure to shout him out in the community tab. Honestly, I think I'm gonna be using my community tab more often than not for the shout outs because I really haven't been so good at like giving out shout outs to the people who raid me, and I feel like I should definitely. So we start off by thanking Andreas over there and thanking for the raid. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, take care, have a nice rest of your day.